Log on to Finacle as operator. Enter the account modification menu CMIS-AM and click Go. Click OK. Choose modify from the function and enter the MIS account number and click Go. Scroll down and set the radio button in yes for ECS because it is here we are going to configure the ECS. Click yes. Flow code. Click on this lens. For any account there will be two options. One is interest outflow and principal outflow. We are going to configure both principal outflow and interest outflow. There may be any post maturity interest in this account also, so we have to configure both. Now let me configure principal outflow. Click on this PO. Choose the amount type as percentage. Then payment sys ID. Click on this lens and choose ECS. Choose ECS. Also the percentage should be 100%. We are going to pay the entire amount, so choose 100%. In transaction code, now click on this lens. Transaction code, click on this lens and choose code 1. Code 1, this is the standard key, so choose code 1. So far we have chosen principal outflow, set percentage as 100%, chose ECS in payment sys ID and set the transaction code as code 1. Now scroll down, scroll down to this field, account party account ID, other party account ID. Here enter the bank account number of the customer. This is the bank account of the customer. We are getting a blank check leaf or the first page of the bank passbook from the customer. So you have to be very careful in entering the bank account number and other details. Now enter the MICR code. This you can get it from the check leaf. Enter the name of the customer in other party name. Enter the name of the customer here. Now we are not going to submit because we are going to add one more field. Okay, this is principal outflow. We are going to configure interest outflow as well. So first click validate to check whether there is any error. If no error is noted, we will proceed with interest outflow configuration. Now choose add new and click interest outflow. See, one row is already inserted. So now we are going to insert another row, interest outflow. If you configure interest outflow for any MIS senior citizen on TD accounts at the time of opening itself, this will act as a standing instruction for credit of this interest to their respective bank accounts periodically. Okay, here it is a maturity closure, so we are going to configure principal outflow and interest outflow. If you are going to configure only the standing instruction for interest, then you can configure IO alone. Again, choose pay sys ID as ECS. Basis ID as ECS, set the percentage as 100%. Now click on this lens and choose code 1. Click on this lens and choose code 1. Now enter the account details. Bank account number, MICR code, enter the name of the customer in this field, other party name. Enter the name of the customer in this field. These details are to be entered very carefully from the bank passbook of the customer. Now you can click submit. Now click validate and click submit. So no error is thrown. See, 2 entries are inserted. Now click submit. See, the account is modified successfully. Now log in as supervisor and verify the same. Use the same menu, CMIS AM and click go. Choose verify from the function, enter the account number and click go. The supervisor confirms the data entry for both principal outflow and interest outflow, and if he is satisfied with the entry, he can submit the account as a token of verification. Click submit here. Now the account is verified successfully. So far we have just configured ECS, and the next step we have to proceed with closure of this account.